Hey guys, what's up? It's Garrett. I wanted to make a real quick video today, just detailing some of my fuel filtration stuff. Since I've got a lot of it sold, and it's going to be picked up tomorrow. It's kind of cold out here, by the way. You missed out on the coolant filtration setup. I sold it and took it off and delivered it yesterday. See, it's already gone. I did not have time to make a video on that and explain it in the way it was set up before I took it off. So, sorry about that, but the coolant filters are not that hard to set up. It's just a Napa filter base. So, let's start with the primary fuel filter, which is down here under the alternator. Can't see it very well, but actually you can, huh? And fortunately, I've got the alternator off because I sold that too, so I can kind of show you it from the top. So 3418 filter base, I believe that is a 12 micron. It's a 1" 12 thread. The filter base is a Napa 4309. Now you can kind of see what I did was I just took the frame to filter bracket mount off of another frame section, cut it, drilled 3 holes in it for the base, bolted it to the bottom of the first one, and turned the filter base around. You've got to turn the filter base around like that to get the fuel flow direction right. There's other fuel filter bases you can use where you won't have to do that. I believe there's one that you can even just use the 4 bolts through the top down to bolt it on, but I used what I had at the time and it's been working great for years. Now, the reason I use a 1" 12 filter down there is I use 1" 14 on the rest, and I just wanted to keep some kind of separation so I couldn't get filters mixed up as easily as far as thread size. So, and I did keep moisture drains on all 3 filters. So, the secondary filter is a 3406, and I cannot remember if that's a 5 micron or an 8. I believe it's a 5 micron. You can see if you look at the bottom, it's also a water drain filter. The final is a 3422, and that's either a 2 micron or a 3. I'd have to look it up again. I can't remember specifically what it is, but I know when I set this up I wanted really good fuel filtration. So this is a 1" 14 Napa 4770 filter base. This is where your fuel comes in. That's filtered through that, and it goes to this base, which is no longer commercially available. I've tried and tried and tried to find a source for these bases and a part number, and it's impossible to find anymore. This came off of an International 9-liter naturally aspirated diesel from like an 85 S1800 International truck. They also have these on some Cat motors, some older Cats. I've seen them on some old Detroits. If you find that filter base, you're just going to have to find it by looking around in truck junkyards or on eBay. Now, I like it because you see mounted on the same plane, it lines up perfectly with the output of the 4770, and you don't even need a reducer bushing on that one. This is my fuel return, so I've got this set up just like the factory as far as the way everything is plumbed. It actually goes down. You see I've got a loop clamp holding stainless fittings, and the 3-way return fitting is back there, where the return comes from the hydraulic head on the back, and then from the other side of it down to the frame rail. And this is the overflow, of course. So I've got fuel pressure gauge plumbed here. Perfect. I've got an unused output or input fitting on the back, so you can mount this either way. And this is my bleeder. Now the bleeder comes off, and I've actually got it run down to where I can, like, it's stuffed in the frame or the body rail right there, but I can take it out and stick it into a bucket or something, and anytime I've got to bleed the fuel system, I don't have to make a mess, which is really nice. And this 3422 filter has a water and fuel sensor on the bottom, So if you want to rig up a water and fuel light or something, it's really easy, and that'll run on 12 or 24 volts. It doesn't matter. It's just a switch to light up a light with, right? So as far as plumbing, I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you. No, you can't really see it very well. But there's a pressure relief valve right there that comes off of that stainless fitting. It's a brass, it just looks like a brass nut, and it's right in the middle of the frame there. That is a PRV70 pressure relief valve. I believe that's quarter to quarter NPT. It's a male on both sides, and I cannot remember the company that makes it. But if you Google it and do a little bit of searching, it will come up. If you just Google PRV pressure relief valve, PRV70 pressure relief valve. The oil filter, those are, I got them from somebody on Steel Soldiers years ago. I think his screen name was like Ty 6044 or something like that. And they're really nice. I mean, well machined. They've been on three different motors now. I've never had a leak out of them. Never had a problem. They fit excellent. And they're actually, there's a guy on Facebook. It's the same guy, but I can't remember his name. He's selling them on Facebook now. I can't remember if I mentioned this. It's cold out here, and I'm kind of in a hurry. So both of these filter bases are 1" 14. So if you do something like this, I mean, you're probably not going to find that filter base, but you can just use 24770s and the plumbing will be a little different. I recommend getting your filter bases and your filters from fleetfilter.com. If you go there, you will buy the same exact filters and the same exact bases. They are Wix and Napa, and they're about 50% of the price. Sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less than it would be if you went to the store, Napa, and bought it in town. So it's well worth it if you buy, several filters at a time, or if you're buying all the bases you need, just buy it all at once, buy a few extra filters, and the shipping isn't bad. They charge you actual shipping. I have nothing but good things to say about fleetfilter.com. If you don't know about them, check them out. And no, they're not giving me any kickbacks for saying that. I'm a small channel. I don't have any sponsorships. That's just who I use. So my personal recommendation, if you're going to buy this stuff, go through them. Got any more questions, man? Just, post them up. I'll do my best to answer them. Don't know what else to tell you about this stuff right now, but happy to help if I can. So thanks for watching, guys. If you haven't already, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one. Later.